Hey everyone, it's Mindy Hahne, the Midwest premier sports handicapper, coming to you from TonySpix.com and the half of the morning show duo, The Morning Steam with Ramon Scott. But hope you enjoy this free pick video from our show. Be sure to click in the link in the description for our best bets. Now here is the pick.
Mindy, we'll start with that early game. I don't think it's going to have any shelf life.
We're not chopping this one up into a video.
No, they probably will anyways for posterity's sake, possibly.
Right.
But it is game 2 of the London series with the Cubs and the Cardinals. They're going to see Marcus Stroman over there, one of the hottest pitchers in all of baseball. And you got to wonder, Mindy, with the position that the Cubs, I mean, maybe they can get it going, but still just a 500 team. Stroman, could he be, if he keeps this, could he be a pitcher that ends up on a contender by the end of the season?
I mean, perhaps, right? I mean, but who says that the Cubs maybe not can't contend here moving forward, But yeah, I wanted the Cardinals to come out and have a little bit of life yesterday. It just kind of really fell flat. It looked like Wainwright didn't even really want to be there. I know what it looked like, and then you got Stroman on the hill, 1.40 ERA. The Cubs have won each of his last 7 starts. Flaherty got injured. Now you have Liberatore here on the mound. He does have, a 7.07 ERA in the last month here. Cubs offense is really hot, scoring the 29 runs a game here. I think it's going to probably be a good day at the plate. I'm looking for life in this Cardinals team. I just haven't really seen it. So I'm going to go ahead and go with the Cubs here today.
Hard not to take the Cubs at this point after we saw what they did yesterday, I think, in the game. I think with good performance from Steele, the Cubs are hot. Obviously 11-2 now in their last 13 games. So Cardinals came in with a little bit of streak going, but yeah, they just didn't look to have it. And now with Liberatore in there, you mentioned his numbers. Stroman, last 7 starts, 7-0. 1.5 ERA. Let's take the Cubs again to do it.
All right. I'm going to put it in then, Ramon. I'm going to do it.
Okay. Yeah. If you,
right.
Okay. Yeah, we'll put it in as one of our plays. I don't know if we can get it in. I don't know if everybody can buy it or whatever. Here, if we're giving it out for free, I don't know. We'll play it though, right? That's what you're saying.
Yeah, we'll play it. So we'll put it in. We'll play it.
Okay, great. And
why not? It'd be fun. Like we can have some action here right on the show.
Yeah, no doubt, because that one will be underway. We'll probably do. Hopefully, we'll have baseball wrapped up by then, but we'll see. Look, because the chat just.
We can get it at minus 147, Ramon.
Okay, yeah. You know what? I was kind of ignoring the price a little bit. I wasn't even too worried about it, but yeah, probably should take it on the money line here. So let's see. Let's get those comments in about this game. In this one, Cubs for Ziggy. And Butterscotch, he's got him on a lock going up against the Cards. He's going to be on the Cubs, of course. Yeah, JD, really not too worried about that at this point, are you? So Stroman, why did everybody kind of kick him to the curb for the second time in his career, right? I mean, there doesn't seem to be anything wrong with Marcus Stroman at this point. It feels like Cubs money line for Howard. Here's more Cubs for Fernando. And D1 says take him in the first 5. Darren first 5 in full game. Yeah, Butterscotch says we're ready to fire. We're ready to try. We're trying this, and if they keep it up, yeah, they will be in position. So, all right, first 5 for Thomas as well. Here's the D1 does say over. So all those stats I threw out there yesterday, Mindy, talking about all those runs didn't really come to fruition. Well, for the Cardinals, I guess they would have picked up their share. Maybe it would have snuck over. And we've already seen the total in this game. I want to say it might have popped back up to 12, but Definitely not as high as yesterday. Yeah, it's 12 right now, and I have it listed there 11 and a half, but it's 12 over 15 right now. It has gone up. So Ron, though, says he's going to go back under in this one. Want to say hello also to a new commenter, at least, Rick Halberstadt here today. Nice to have Rick here today. Yep. Pat, that's what we talked about with the Reds, right, Mindy? The fans are coming, no problem. The Braves are a tough team, and the Reds still, even after falling behind 6-2, they got a couple of runs and they put guys on. They were still no big deal, no panic in losing that winning streak. Reds looking hot. Tyrone Bell on the Cubs. Twan Lee here on the Cubs. Thomas Cubs first five. It's all Cubs. It's consensus, Lazzy Love. Okay. All right, Mindy, we're on the Cubs for a play. Note that total. It's 12. Do I need to pop it up? Do I need to show the right total just to be official here? 12. I'll say 12 over 15. But, yeah, let's also show that price. So Mindy said we get it at one book, but I'll show it at $1.50 right now. How's that? We'll take the Cubs today in this one, Mindy. And that total at 12, we saw it didn't go over. Like I talked about that Yankees-Red Sox series, and you probably saw the way they talked about it right at the top of the broadcast, showing that comparison. But Mindy noted a little bit of changes in the field dimensions, and it just felt a little bit heavier there yesterday. So the Twins and the Tigers, as mentioned, note the start time. So if you're wondering, because we go in order of chronological and rotation order, but move this one up to 12:10 Eastern, 9:10 Pacific. Bailey Ober is a favorite here, down to $1.30. The total 8 under 15.
All right, so let's go ahead and go on this Tigers team today here on the run line. Again, Tigers scoring 4.08 runs on offense, giving up 5 runs. The Twins, 4.11 runs of offense, giving up only 3.67. But it kind of comes down to, some of these other numbers here. We got Bailey Ober puts 2 runners on base via the walk. 0.5 home runs per 9 innings there as well. Does have a high K rate, but also the Twins have a little bit worse bullpen than this Tigers team. I'm going to go in on the Tigers here today on the run line.
All right, Mindy takes the Tigers here plus a run and a half, minus $1.50-ish or so. Do your line shopping, of course, but Ober's been solid, obviously, this season with his numbers. Of late, not so much. The last 3 starts, 4.67 ERA, but note that the Twins have gone under in 9 of his 11 starts this season. I was looking to go over. In fact, I am going to go over in this game as my selection today. We'll note the Tigers and Lorenzen starts over in 4 of his last 6 starts. They've also gone over in 8 of their last 13 games. Lorenzen has a 4 ERA and a 6.27 ERA his last 3 starts. He lost them all. So a little bit worried there about the Tigers in this spot, Mindy. I can't get with you on this one, but I will take the over. So we got a couple of plays here. Yeah, a couple of plays here in this one. And let's see here what the chat has to say. Sports Girl's here. Wow. Hello, Sports Girl.
Right. Awesome. I don't have to, if it's a female, I don't have to feel so alone in the chat.
Yeah, because I don't know if any of our I
guess we got a couple in there, right?
We got Ash, we got Sue. Yeah, we got our group from the
Kelly,
network. Okay, yeah, sure, but we want more. And I think one thing the men do too, but I think there's room for more women. We know a lot of presenters like Mindy. Hey, when Tony offered, I'll say it like that, to get a show together. Hey, do you want to do a live show? First thing was out of my mouth was, can I get Mindy? Mindy didn't even know me.
Right.
But I knew that she was on the site. I knew she already had her own channel. And I feel like, really, and look at our record there of 130 views. Mindy, I'll just say it right now. I feel like the reason why we get a lot of viewership is because of Mindy and me together. So,
Well, thank you. I
yeah,
appreciate that,
I
Ramon.
think you guys
Couldn't do
understand.
without you either. I think you're an excellent host.
Yeah, I think you guys can get what I'm saying. You need the little, dichotomy there. I don't know how else to go about it. Here's Ziggy on the Twins. Howard says, give him his Tigers here in this one. So, Ron says, Tigers on the run line with Mindy. And Bionic on the Twins. Fernando on the Twins. Here's a Nerfy for Ron in this one. Ober's allowed a run in the first inning in just 3 of 11 starts. The Twins have scored a run in the first inning in 18 of their 78 games. Lorenzen's allowed a run. This one makes it a little bit tough. He's allowed a run in the first inning in 6 of his 12 starts, and the Tigers have scored a run in 19 of 75 games. Jose says Detroit on the run line. And Nathan says Tigers. Thomas here is going to be on the over with me. And Solo on the Tigers. Hello to the mayor of Baltimore. First 5 under for Darren. Scotch is on Detroit run line. Tyrone Tigers. Ziggy says Twins get the revenge. Chemistry is what we got, Mindy. Maybe that's what we have.
Agree.
All right. Boy, and the thing about getting these views, we're going to start missing some picks, but just have to chalk it up as a little bit of success. Hopefully everyone's satisfied that their picks are in the chat if I ever miss any, but you guys are the star of the show, really, even though we're bragging on ourselves and all of our viewers today. You guys are the viewers. You guys are the show. We didn't intend it to be like that, but that's how it's worked out. We think you guys are the stars, and we're just kind of guiding the ship and making picks. So let's take Mindy on the Tigers run line. I'll be on the over. Here's the Mets and the Phillies with Carrasco and Wheeler. Wheeler, big favorite here, $1.80, and the totals going up 9 over 25.
Well, this I think should be another good one here today. Carrasco has a little bit higher, elevated ERA here right now. Zach Wheeler, he's been on fire, especially at home. 2.93 ERA, only has given up a 0.6 home run per 9 innings in his 43 innings of work. So I like it when guys keep it in the ballpark because I want to go under here in this one today, taking the Phillies and the Mets under the total of 9.
All right, Mindy. Yeah, I'm not totally sold on it. I think here in this one with these two, it is moving higher, and that's kind of neutralizing my feel because I was leaning over, I think, but yeah, I wasn't so sure. Man, that's a high number today with Wheeler, certainly, but we know that Carrasco's got some pretty dreadful numbers so far, and now he's got an 8.31 ERA in his last 3 starts. Wheeler has been so hot. I'll just lay this run line with the Phillies today and hope they can get it done. We struck out with the Phillies yesterday. We didn't have too many. We had 2 losers, right? Or no, what was this? 2 losers yesterday, and this was one of them. We took the Phillies yesterday. Remember, we took them on the run line, of course, but a little different pitching matchup. I'll take the Phillies today on the run line here. Mindy will take the under, and let's see what the chat's going to do. Ziggy on the Phillies. Jose's on the Phillies. Ron's on the under. Howard, Phillies run line. And Sports Girl, thank you. Here's Fernando says Phillies for sure. Tyrone there on Phillies run line. Nathan says lay 3.5 with the Phillies, Mindy.
3.5, huh? Yeah, I
Leave
think
it to Nathan.
Wheeler's the one that's only given up, a run in his last 3 starts, maybe? So, yeah, it should be a good one.
Yeah, and if you know right now, Mindy taking the under, we're seeing some support on the under here. Wheeler has gone over in just 2 of his last 10 starts. The Phillies have been a dead under right now, Mindy. 8-0-1 to the under in the last 9. Mets have gone under in 3 of their last 4, and Carrasco's even gone under in 3 of his last 4. Philly first 5 for D1. Philly covers that run line, says Darren. All right. Well, I'm on the run line. Mindy's on the under. Probably should just follow Mindy. But
I like that run line too.
Here we come with the Rangers and the Yankees in this one. And boy, this is a good pitching matchup because of the resurgence of Nathan Eovaldi. Definitely one of the hottest pitchers in the league right now. Cole, you're still going to get some. Cole's numbers are great. He's had a couple rough outings here and there, but he seems to make it up with some really outstanding efforts. Right now, the Yankees are favored $1.15. The total 7.5 under at -115.
Yeah, like you said, maybe Eovaldi's having a career year here, right? 0 runs allowed, and I think what his last, it's quite a bit. Like he's just been exceptional this season. I just I don't know where it came from, but it's pretty awesome. I think it's great. And then Cole, he's been doing well himself. 2.6 ERA here, 10 Ks per the 9 innings. Has that huge strikeout rate, right? 30.5%. I also have this. It was one of those with the Yankees yesterday, right? It was their 3rd win in 12 tries without Judge in there. But I'm going to go back on the Yankees here again today. I think Texas is hot with the bats, right? They averaged the 5.59 runs of offense. But that Yankees bullpen always stares me right in the face. 2.89 ERA. I'm going to go ahead and go on the Yankees here again today.
All right, Mindy says take the Yankees here with Cole. Yeah, I tried the Rangers yesterday as a premium. Good game. Very good game.
Yeah.
But, just good pitching really is what it turned out to be, and the Yankees got it done. And I'm going to come back with the Yankees with you, Mindy. I'm going to take the Yankees Cole. 1.78 ERA in his last 4 starts. The Yankees are in need of great efforts every time right now, and with the pitching, considering what's going on. So I'm gonna back this one with you in this one, and take the Yankees. Yankees are 12-4 in Cole's starts. Hey, Eovaldi mentioned those good numbers. He has been touched up a little bit the last couple of games. He has a 5.12 ERA in his last 3 starts. Doesn't erase the fact that he has a under 3 ERA this season. So, but when Cole's out there, maybe the Yankees have lost 9 of their last 15, and Texas. They've just started to give a little bit back on the road of late. They're still great, 23-16 on the road, but they just haven't been killer of late, let's just say. But I'm going to take the Yankees with you in this one. Maybe that bullpen as well, right, Mindy? Pretty big advantage in the bullpen today.
Nikki likes the Yankees, so,
Yeah. Jawan says Rangers to get it back here today. Maybe they'll bounce back. And, maybe they will, but definitely going up against a pretty strong pitcher. They got a good strong pitcher themselves. Solo, though, says over in this one. I don't know. The way these Yankee games go under, I feel like we could get a replay of yesterday. I mean, I feel like, 2-1, 1-0, 3-1, 3-2. Just feel like it's going to end up there. Here, Nathan says take first 5 under 3.5 is a lean, but he likes the Rangers first 5 money line. And Howard says take the Rangers. So Fernando will go under this total. And oh boy, that's not good if they get it delayed, because I'm pretty sure that's the reason why it was moved up, right? Is to get the game in. And now if they can't even get it started, that's going to be tough luck. Let's see what I have on the weather right now. Oh, am I looking at the right lineups here? Okay, you guys are there, so it shows a little bit clearer. Wind blowing in, though, from center 10 miles an hour. But all right, JD says he'll take the under. Ziggy's on the Yankees. Tyrone on the under here. Dewan says take that under. Good contribution, Dewan. Great to have you here today.
For sure.
Yep. Rangers money line for Ron. And team total under for Fernando. I don't think everybody's on the Yankees in here necessarily. I see some Rangers support for sure in our chat. I'm not saying it's a total consensus. It is for Mindy and I. We're going to be on the Yankees here, no doubt. All right, see if we got any more. Justin's here today, goes under. Thomas says low. And first 5 under for D1. Yep, Chris, that first game is ready to go. You better get your play in 10 minutes.
Right, 10 minutes.
It's going to start, So, okay, that's what we got to play right there. Yankees in this one. Next up, the Mariners and the Orioles here. George Kirby and Kyle Bradish going in this one. I'm showing the Mariners here. Maybe up to $1.20, 8.5 under, -120. Move to the under. Just want to add real quick, though, if I can just interrupt you here. We previewed the game already, but the line is on the move in Minnesota and Detroit. When we were talking about it, Mindy, we were talking about an 8 for that total. And if anybody takes a look right now, there's no doubt that total. I gave it out at 8, and I'll grade it at 8, but it's 7.5 across the board.
Oh my goodness! Well, you
right
like
now,
that going over? That's for sure.
Maybe that weather is taking effect, and people think even if they get it in, we got a heavy ball, a wet ball that might be out there a little bit. So just to note that. All right, Mariners and Orioles here, and that total shifting under, as I mentioned, 8.5 under 20.
Well, hey, good morning, Latifa. We're glad that you made it finally. But yeah, we took a hit there, Ramon, in the 10th inning yesterday with the Orioles getting that 2-run homer in the bottom of the inning. But yeah, it was kind of a woeful day at the plate there for the Mariners, other than their new guy Ford. He took 2 out. If it wasn't for him, they would have got smoked.
Yeah.
So for me, I'm going to go ahead and go back here on the Orioles here today. I like Kirby. He's been one of those guys that has been getting the wins for the Mariners, if there is a thing. It used to be, I think, Castillo, but Mariners, I think, are hitting for Kirby this season. But I don't think it's going to be enough here against Bradish today. I like his ERA, 3.14 there at home. Kirby tends to put some guys on base. I think that gives opportunities here for this Orioles team and their 5.75 runs of offense. It's one of those that the Orioles, I like where their bullpen is too. I think this one will probably go later innings here. So taking the Orioles today.
Okay, Mindy on the O's in this one. Yeah, they might be I don't know if they'll be the public side, but looks like the move's actually on the Mariners, doesn't it? So close game. Yeah, that cost me. I had a premium on the under, so you had the over. We went against each other. You got it. I did. Did you? Yeah, you got the win at 8.5. I got the loss. It did, have some 9s out there, but I, couldn't get involved. Couldn't get that necessarily. Would have saved me a little bit, but maybe I'm just gun shy now. I'm going to go over with Mariners and the Orioles after what happened. I like it actually as a premium today. If I didn't give it out on the show here, I'm just not able to get to the Orioles here necessarily in this one with you, Mindy. Bradish, 3.18 ERA in his last 3 starts. Orioles have won 9 of 14 now, and they are 23-14 at home. And Seattle hasn't been great on the road, and that was one of our team losses yesterday. You mentioned it. So disappointing there. But, boy, I want to give them a chance here again today, despite those road woes. So, Mindy, take the Orioles. I'll take the over. We've got plenty of comments.
Lots of plays, lots of comments.
The chat, no doubt. Yeah, take a look. Here, okay, it's Corday on the O's money line. Hello to Miles as well. Howard on Baltimore. Ron likes Baltimore. I'm feeling like I'm costing us here a pick because everyone's going to be on Baltimore here today. I think Blake on
Aaron's
Baltimore.
on Seattle. You got a couple.
So hello to Ray as well. And Seattle and under for Darren. A little bit of Seattle support. Thank you to Fernando. Loving you guys so much. We're absolutely smashing this viewership record today. So thankful for all of you here. Latifa over. Ron says, give me the O's. Baltimore for Butterscotch. Seattle for Miles. All right. Mindy is on the Orioles. I'm on the over here. First 5 for CTG on Baltimore. All right, we'll get some consensus together. We've been maybe selective. Maybe that's been what's working out for us. Maybe we've left some money on the table. I don't know. But doesn't matter as long as we have a winning day. How about the Athletics and the Blue Jays today in this one? I'm showing right here. It's the Blue Jays, a massive favorite, 285. 9 over 20.
Hey, let's go over in this one. Medina hasn't been good. We know that. ERA of 7.5, 7.89 on the road. Kikuchi been decent, but we know that he's hittable as well. 3.97 ERA. I think basically it's going to come down to these big bats, right? Vlad's finally catching a little bit of fire. Hit another home run at home there yesterday. They're hitting almost 270 right now at home. So I go ahead and think that this one here is going to get up over that total. Again, Oakland, they'll score a couple.
Well, they better because we're going to take them. I'm going to take this over with you. The margin's a little bit closer, but I was kind of indifferent to the total. But at 9 over in a game that most of my models felt like were showing 9.5 or more, I'm going to go with the over with you here, Mindy. Toronto has gone under in just one of their last 6 games. You mentioned those bats. Yeah, Medina. 7 ERA and hasn't been too good, right, in those starts. So 1-6 in 9 games this season. So sometimes he starts, sometimes he goes a little bit deeper. I'm not sure what the A's, who knows what the A's and their pitching plans are, or it doesn't matter. We know they got the worst bullpen ERA as well. Medina's 6 starts and he's 0 for 6. He's kind of like our buddy.
And Kikuchi's been dropping that ERA by about a half a run as he keeps going. So,
don't forget, right? That is of concern because we're going to take the over.
Yes,
but
I get it.
Kikuchi with that 4 ERA this season, but just 2.81 in his last 5 starts. His last 3 starts have gone under, but I'm gonna go over in this one with Mindy here as our selection. See what we got here from the chat in this one. Blue Jays run line for money line. Fernando will take the under. Latifa wants to go over with us. Hi, Latifa. JD over. Ziggy says lay it with the Blue Jays. Nathan says I don't have a Blue Jay emoji, so I'll take the Jays on the run line. Howard goes over. Thomas goes over. He's with you. He likes those runs on the weekend, right? Here's Matt D. Toronto. And Vladdy heating up, huh?
Yeah.
I was who liked Vladdy's dad? He was pretty good.
Me?
Hit a home run on a bounced pitch.
Yeah, that's right. I do remember that.
D1 says Toronto first 5 and over. Blue Jays run line for Ron. Leroy's here today. He says run line. Fernando says run line. Maybe we should be on the run line here. I agree with you guys, though, actually. I think the run line is the way to go here today. I don't know if I can get a premium out of it because I've lost a bunch of run lines in a row. Butterscotch on the over. Steven says Blue Jays, run line, Tyrone, over. All right. We're on the over. So they agreed with us there.
Consensus play number 3.
Okay. The Pirates and the Marlins. This one did stay under. I think yesterday it was close. But it was, they were putting some runs up there late. Somehow I tried to go over in this game incorrectly, but Mindy had the premium on the under. So good job, Mindy. Pirates and Oviedo. Miami and Yuri Perez in this one. Perez favorite, of course.
Yeah.
Here, 175, 7 over 20. The total's gone down.
Quit it, Ramon. Stop Stop doing that. I want to go under. I still think that's the way to go here with Yuri Perez. We've talked about him so far. Really like the guy. 4-1, 1.54 ERA. I mean, that's like, quality stuff, top notch. And then look, at home, his ERA even goes under that, 1.31. So yeah, I feel like I got to go under here today. The Pirates down to 4.36 runs of offense, and the Marlins 3.95 runs of offense. So we're going to go ahead and go under again. I'm not scared of the 7 today.
Yeah, we were on Yuri Perez, I think, pretty early there. We touted him. Look, he was a good prospect, so I'm not saying anything that that pro analysts, if you out there, weren't saying about Perez. So Mindy will take the over, the declining over here in this one. Pirates, man, they seem to be competitive in the series, even though they end up they've been competitive in these games. Perez, a 0.33 ERA in his last 5 starts. Mindy mentioned the solid ERA. That's even better. Miami red hot. 15 of their last 21 they've won right now. Pirates still struggling, of course, winning just 3 of their last 17 games, but they seem to hang in there. I'm gonna try the Pirates on the run line today. I think this price feels too high, even at $1.75. Miami's been solid. I'm going to be a little bit contrarian here, I think, in this one with Oviedo. I'm sure the chat's going to be on the Marlins big time here.
Yeah, I saw that someone liked the Marlins first 5 there. I was wondering what it was. It's sitting at minus 170. That's not terrible for him.
Leroy says take Marlins on the money line.
Yeah, minus a half, like Scotch put. That's at like
what is that?
Plus 117.
What is that right there? What is that? What is that, Latifa? What is that emoji? I can't read it. I don't know what that is.
Oh, let me see where she went.
Marlins here with Yuri for Ron. Steven says go under.
Fish on a hook.
Oh, okay. My emoji game needs some work. I think we all.
We show our age a lot with those emojis, I think. She's gone fishing.
Girl on Marlins here is Miles. Miami first 5. Thomas Lewis. Miami first 5. DeMario says under. Yeah. I don't know today. I'm sure it'll go under, but I'm. Here's Ron says take Miami on the run line. Howard, Miami money line and under. Corday says lay a run and a half. Darren, Miami and under. Hello to Michael today. He says Miami under.
Coming in with the heat. Michael does every day.
Butterscotch on that first 5. Ron has a pitcher prop. Latifa says Miami. And Reginald Luker here today. He's going to take the Pirates on the money line. So I've got somebody with me a little bit. I'll take him on the run line. Mindy's on the under here. Tyrone's on Miami as well.
All right. Fernando's giving us updates. I like it for the Cubs game.
Boy, already we're underway, in that one. In our game today, Mindy.
Right. Go Cubs, go.
Go Cubs, go. All right. Let's move on to the next one here. What did somebody say?
Oh, Latifah said, Mindy, did you just cross your fingers? I was like, yeah, he's hoping for, the Pirates. I mean, that's all.
Yeah. Fair enough. All right.
I wasn't thinking if that's what you mean, right?
All right, next up's the Braves and the Reds. Well, if you like runs, this one's for you. No doubt about it.
Another 15 scored yesterday.
Yeah, for sure. Wow, with these two, right? It's just been a great series. No doubt, we're just, happy for the Reds. Hey, I'm not worried they lost. No big deal. They were still exciting, and they're on a roll still in a way. But now they've got a pitcher here, Stout, going for him against Charlie Morton. So Morton's a big favorite. He's up to $1.95 here, Mindy. $1.95 total 11.5. That seems a little bit outrageous.
Does it? I wanted to go over. That's what I'm going to play here today. I think it's going to come in at, I have it modeled at like 12.5. So I have it like a run over that. I mean, it's basically going to be due to how Stout's been pitching, right? I mean, he has a 15.75 ERA there, but again, it's a small sample size, right? It's only about 4 innings there in that one. But he gave up 9 runs in his 2 starts against the Braves thus far. So I'm going to go ahead and go over the total. Braves are hitting lights out. Reds are hitting lights out. I like it to go over.
Yeah, Morton has almost a 5 ERA in his last 5 starts. He hasn't been a profitable pitcher this year. With the runs, I think there'll be a lot of volatility here. I want the Reds on the run line. Come on, these are the Reds. They've won 12
of the
last 13 games. Yeah, probably a bullpen game here. We know Atlanta's hot too. Reds are hot, but I'm going to take the run line with the Reds in this one. Ron says Braves first 5. Stephen Matthews, Braves team total over. Latifah made it funny. Sports Girl on Atlanta. Justin Millage on the over in this one. And Butterscotch on the over. Fernando on the over. Tyrone says Reds on the run line. And Howard maybe with the Reds run line, maybe he's thinking with me. I'm not sure, but he says go over. So what's going on, Brad? The Cardinals, what are they doing? I should have loaded up my TVs. I guess I was just ready to do a show. I feel like
Cardinals playing unwatchable baseball. Great.
I feel bad now. I'm not even watching I didn't set it up to be watching the game. So, oh well. You guys will have to keep us updated in what's going on.
For sure. Because I don't have it up anywhere either. Probably should, like you said, didn't even think about it.
Yeah. Well, the
only time I do is when the Jaguars are playing, it seems.
Yeah. Well, this is the first time we've had a Major League Baseball game during our show.
Right.
So, okay. Mindy is on the over. I get it. And I'm on the Reds. I might find a way to play the over. Maybe I'll buy some runs and still go under. I know it's been an outrageous series. So, okay. Here's the Royals going up against the Rays. Yeah, wasn't much of a match.
These two do not deserve to play 4 games against each other.
Well, hey, give the Royals some credit. Okay, Rays minus 250. The total is about 8.5 flat now. It might be going up a little bit. I'll leave it at that, but it's still a big number here for the Rays, obviously.
Oh, it is. It is. And I kind of felt like before, the Rays were going to really come back and just, give it to the Royals. It just really hasn't been the case. I know Glasnow has been, pretty good historically, but versus this Royals team, not so much, right? Glasnow 6.14 ERA here at home. So he does have that elevated ERA. I'm going to go with Daniel Lynch today. And those Royals, they're being pesky. I'll take them on the run line today. Plus a 106 here. The Royals, for whatever reason, like to hit in Tampa Bay. I'm going to go with them. They're hot.
All right. Hey, I'll make this one the challenge.
All right.
I'm going to take the Rays. Yeah, I'm going to take the Rays.
The challenge when you have the Royals.
That's right. That's right. But this time I'll take the Rays. There's an outrageous price here, but we know the problems that the Royals have had. Glasnow, 4.91 ERA in his last 5 starts, very similar to his season-long. Those are season-long numbers. He made 5 starts, so I don't know. Not much to say. I'll let the chat just tell us what to do, what they're doing in this game.
Right. Fernando said the Cubs are winning
already.
Yeah. Latika is really taking the Kansas City Royals on the money line. That's amazing.
Funny thing about the poor Cardinals that get featured over there in England. So we send classic teams over there, classic matchups. Figure they're Yankees and the Red Sox, now the Cardinals and the Cubs, but they see the Cubs and they're seeing the Cardinals that are not necessarily the Cardinals, right?
Say the least.
Yeah.
Haven't really been themselves, let's just say.
All right, it's going to be money line on the Rays, of course. He does like the over here in this one. And let's see here. Maybe something's wrong with Glasnow. Ziggy will be with me here in Tampa Bay. Looks like Steven will take the under here in this one. Royals team, Thomas, over or under? Latifa says, Kansas City money line. Maybe she just wanted to have a crown like she does. Fernando on the over. Nathan either he's quoting the line or he's taking the Royals here.
All right, look at this. I love it. Should be wearing my blue hat.
Matt says Rays are a fraud, or is he just kidding? I don't know. Tyrone says Tampa Bay run line.
Well, I mean, I thought they got out to a 4-0 lead. I thought they had it. I just left, went and got my Cane's chicken, Ramon. And then suddenly I come back and I didn't know what happened.
No, we mentioned it. I mean, the Rays have lost 5 of 7. So this is their worst stretch of the season right now, I think, for sure, right?
Mm-hmm.
Corday says go over. All right. There you have it. We're Mindy, we're in a challenge. There's our challenge of the day. And next up, the Brewers are taking on the Guardians with Burns and Savale in this one. The Guardians, slight favorite here now. Maybe they're $1.15. Maybe it's still a pick 'em. The total is about 8 flat.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of feel like this is really a toss-up. I mean, I feel like it can kind of just go either way. These numbers look pretty similar all the way across the board. Burns, he historically has a 40% K rate versus a Guardians team. And if I take a look at Savale, a 31.8% K rate versus this Brewers team. For me, I feel like I got to go under here, especially with both of these two teams averaging well under 4 runs a game. So going to go ahead and go under the total.
Yeah, I mean, these two about as under as it gets of late here, but now it's dipped down to 8. Look, I've been on a lot of unders with these two teams. I'm not sure I'm going to do it today. I don't know if I'm going to go over, but for me, I'm going to end up here on the Guardians in this one at home against the Brewers. Not feeling overly confident, but Savali is the one that kind of stands out to me right now with his 2.67 ERA, and the Guardians now have won 5 of their last 6 games. So I'm going to take the Guardians here with Savali.
I only
And
got my maroon one up right now.
what's that?
My hat.
Oh,
It's
did they
the only
tell
one
you?
sitting next to me. The blue one is downstairs.
Here's Ziggy on the
For this
Brewers
one,
in this one. Corday's got the blindfold play of the day.
Hey, that's
Charles Sharp here today. Hello, Charles. Thomas says take the under with Mindy. Tyrone says Cleveland. Tommy says go under here. Matt D says go under. Cubs have tacked on 2 more already.
there we go.
Fernando.
Looks like what happened yesterday, didn't it?
Girl on Cleveland. And over for Leroy. Charles, hope all is well.
Yeah.
Glad you're able to stop by today. And Ron G on Cleveland here today. Mindy with me. You're on the under. Next up here is the Red Sox. And the White Eye got a pitcher actually here for this one, I do believe.
You? All right.
With let me see here. It's a bullpen game, but the starter will be Tanner Banks. 31-year-old Banks was original draft choice of the White Sox from 2014, and he'll get the start here as an opener. He's had one other start as an opener, 4.7 the ERA this year. Cutter Crawford is going to be a favorite here. Boston 135, total 9.5.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of looks like the problem here is with Cutter Crawford and his walks. That's kind of been the big deal here, it looks like to me. Not too bad of an ERA, 3.74, does have 46 Ks. Tanner Banks, 4.70, not too bad. But he doesn't put anyone on base based off of his statistics there. So I think I'm going to go ahead and go with this crazy White Sox team here today, taking a little bit of plus money.
White Sox, Mindy?
Yes, taking the White Sox.
Mindy on the White Sox in this one. And I'm going to I'm going to issue a rare second challenge here. I'll take Red Sox. If the White Sox can't even figure out who they're starting, I'm going to take Cutter Crawford here. He's been, not very good, certainly, so far, but try the Red Sox in this one. I want to see what the chat certainly has to say as well. Well, Crawford, 4.8 ERA in his last 4 starts, but the White Sox have lost 9 of their last 13 games. Red Sox have won 7 of 10. So let's see. Fernando, I had the Guardians in that one. 4-0 Cubs. Oh my gosh, Mindy.
Look at that. That's what I said. It feels like a replay yesterday. Yeah.
Yeah, the Cardinals are going to go over there and lay
Sports
an egg.
Girl winning some fat cash. Sweet.
Leroy says take the Red Sox here.
Kay's here today too. Hello.
Nice to have Kay. Thank you. Hello to Kay. Ziggy's on the Red Sox as well. Not much opinion on this game as expected, I would think, because of the, late information there coming in on this starting decision for the White Sox. And like I said, it's
Did we find out about the Sox, Ramon? Did we officially?
I blew it. But don't worry, they'll play again.
I should just do the Google. Check the interwebs right now.
No, come on. Not enough time for that. Hey, Stephen Matthews on the White Sox. And Keith Arway, how you been? Where you been? Nice to see you, Keith. Great. D1 says take the White Sox with Mindy. So they're going against me. We're on the challenge here again.
I know. We're doing top rope, grudge match, cage match, arm wrestle, leg wrestle.
Well, I would have pivoted to the total, but I thought Schulten's might be the opener. Not that it would really – I don't know if it would really matter, but I'm just going to investigate it further here. Tyrone that's Red Sox, I'm pretty sure. Okay. And we're cruising along. And here the get your jokes ready. We missed the Anderson versus Anderson potential pitching matchup, but here the Angels and Tyler Anderson will be a favorite here, minus $1.15. Is that their team total? There, I got the first joke.
There's a good joke. That's right.
The total here, 13 today in this one.
Yeah, I mean, Gomber is pretty bad, but I don't think he's yesterday kind of bad. It's one of those, like, I just don't think we're going to get anything kind of close to 25 runs here today. I'm going to actually go under the total. I have it coming in right at 12. So we'll see how this one goes. I just think it's going to be one of these that I think Tyler Anderson can get, through quite a few innings, then get to a bullpen that has been performing pretty well. So I feel like the Angels there will, be able to limit the Rockies, what they can do. And with Gomber, he's kind of the little bit up in the air, but I'm going to go ahead and go under this one.
Yeah, I mean, in Colorado, there's been a trend of the under, believe it or not. I'm going to agree with Mindy here. I'm not sure we're going to get anybody else to agree with us. I'm going to go under with you, Mindy, at 13. The starters haven't been that great, but yeah, you mentioned Angel bullpen 3.62 ERA, Rockies. Not maybe we're betting on the Rockies. Look, the Angels aren't going to score 25, are they? But are the Rockies going to get 2? They're going against Anderson. Maybe they'll get a few, but I'm going to have to go with the under in this one with you here. Maybe we're even getting a half a run extra because of what happened yesterday. It feels like. I'm not sure I was expecting a 13 necessarily. We haven't seen any, we're in late June. Maybe now they're, heating up. Maybe the totals are going to go up in Colorado, but 13 is not something we've been seeing normally in Colorado. We're seeing 12. We're seeing 11 and a half, right? For the most part, lower a run and a half over. Lower than this. 3 errors. Are you serious, Corday? That is disgusting. Wow. 3 errors for the Cards already. Look, Fernando's on the under, I believe, in this game. No, he's on the over. And that one must have been the last game.
Well, this is still first inning. Oh my God.
Yeah. Unless they're talking, they could be giving out the team total here in this game that we're watching. But I'm thinking they're thinking about this game too. It's going to be a little confusing with this one. Rockies here for Ziggy on the run line. So Sports Girl says, do not do the Rockies, regardless of what happened yesterday. I don't know. I'm kind of feeling that maybe they can get a run line or something. I don't know. Latifa on the Angels. Fernando on the Angels. Blake, Angels first 5. Tyrone, Angels. Londo, hello. He likes the over. Oh, wow. And I don't know. I mean, that field, it is a field that basically was crafted. Right? It's not like a natural field. They had to make a baseball field out of it. I don't know if if that has anything to do with what's going on. Ziggy says we're letting one game sway. We're contrarian here, right? Is that what he means? Rockies minus 1.5 here for Corday. D1 says Angels first 5 run line, I think that is, and under 13 for the game. And Kay says, take the Rockies. I might. I just might. That was one thing that was suggested. Look what Blake said here. That they said, the Rockies couldn't avoid the embarrassment by just forfeiting the game, like in the 5th inning, and that if you do forfeit, everything is scratched, or the score. Right. They made the score, I believe, of a major league forfeit is 9-0.
Okay.
And so they could have erased all those runs. All right, we're on the under, Mindy. We're on the under. Maybe this is one we'll cross our fingers on, but I'm on the under with you. Okay, Diamondbacks and Giants. Good game, big game, nice game here. Diamondbacks. Giants at home, a favorite here, $1.30. The total is 9 flat now, so the total's going up here.
Looks pretty closely rated here. But for me, I don't mind that total going up on this one. I like the under. I feel like the Giants are the ones that are struggling here a little bit. Offensively, they've only scored 10 runs in their last 3 home games. I feel like we were getting to a point with the Giants, and I felt like they were just going to take off. And then I kind of feel like they have sputtered out. The Padres took it to them, Ramon. I'm going to go under the total.
I'm going to go under the total with you here, Mindy. It might have been premium in this one if you didn't do it. So I'll join you here in this one and go over, under. What under the total? Get it right.
Under
get it right. Well, I stumbled because I noticed this White Sox Red Sox game that just came out, and I said it was 9.5, but take a look at it, everybody. That thing went up a half a run real quick. It's 10. Yeah, 10 in that Red Sox game. Just want to mention that out there. Steam quickly coming in on the over there, and I might buy it. I mean, I might believe it. So, but here in this one, let's get back to the game at hand. Here, well, I'll go under with you, Mindy, and then we'll go and see what the chat has to say in this one. Appreciate everybody today, this viewership. Totally stoked with you guys.
Yeah, it's awesome.
It's Stephen Matthew minus a 1.5, Ziggy plus a 1.5 today. Hello to Gerardo. And Fernando here, I think, is going to be with us, Mindy, on this one. No, he's on the over in that game. Okay. Michael Thompson's on the under. And Howard says go under as well. Thank you, Ziggy. I understand now. Reginald on the Giants. Fernando on the Giants. And hello to Daryl here today. Oh, yeah, we're all over the place, Daryl, no doubt about it. And Diamondbacks run line here for Tyrone. Okay. Here's the Nationals and the Padres, Mindy, the Padres. Whatever goes on, I mean, this inconsistent offense is just a terror. Remember, I came on and talked about we're throwing this.
Did they do it yesterday?
He did. This kid came in, did a terrific job, right? Look, nothing special. I mean, he only went 4 2/3 innings. But I mean, he came in, got the Padres through some innings. They were just down 2-0. You'd think the Padres could score a couple of runs. No, they got shut out again. So really bad, really disgusting. Padres here are favorite, $1.85. Total 8 under. Oh, the total's gone down nearly a whole run. It's 8 under 15.
Man, it's one of those, like, again, I kind of like the under, but I feel like it just keeps getting all these numbers are getting squeezed a little bit to the way I like to go here. I'm going to go ahead and come back on the Nationals on the run line today. They played pretty well game 3 of the series here so far. San Diego's pitching, I feel like they, tend to deliver for the most part, but Lugo's been up a little bit, 4.82 at home, does put 3 runners on per 9 innings. Again, when guys put runners on base, it just really worries me. It just takes, these guys are all professionals, just takes one and suddenly you're up 2-3 runs. So taking the Nationals here on the run line.
All right, I'll take them 2 out of spite. Here in this one, I don't mind this, even though it's gone down. I mean, I might end up here on this total under with the Nationals and the Padres.
Here's the big dog again. She doesn't look as big with her haircut.
Oh, no doubt about it. Doesn't look nearly as boy. That was a lot of
A lot of hair.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Mackenzie Gore, 4 ERA in his last 4 starts. He's gone 0-3. So, but Lugo, he's back. We'll see. He's made his starts to come back, but big price. Too big a price right now for a Padres team that's so inconsistent. I'll take the Nationals.
All the animals are waking up. I see the cat coming for me. Oh my goodness. It's crazy.
Yeah, Corday. Well, maybe it is a revenge game, but Gore did face the Padres already in the last series. So Ziggy on the Padres run line in this one. Latifa will take Washington. Stephen Matthews says Washington run line and under. Charles says Nats and the over. Londo says Padres. Nationals for Fernando. Nationals for Sports Girl. Nationals for Tyrone.
Lots of Nationals.
Very heavy on Nationals. Yeah,
a lot more than I thought.
I almost want to go. Not that you guys aren't great. That's why I'll stay with the Nationals. But if I just saw a bunch of randos, I'd probably go with the Padres. But our chat's not random. Over for Blake. I'm not sure.
Our chat picks winners like every day. We have like the best group of chatters.
Stephen Matthews said, we'll bet on the dog. That's how I got here, was betting on the dogs.
Does Ziggy, you have dogs? Or are you just like dogs, getting plus money?
And I don't mean underdogs. I mean greyhounds.
G1. Bluffs Run over here, right? I used to watch they used to have it at like midnight. They would do replays of the dog track. So we used to bet the greyhounds based off of their names when we were young.
Yeah, boy, that's a great memory right there, actually. Yeah. Well, yeah, I had the same, what we do, because they'd play the horse racing replays at night, right?
We sound like a bunch of dorks, I tell you, Ramon.
So, yeah, so if you didn't know you could go through and watch the races and have a little rush, or just save your ticket. You could bet and not follow it. Because, I'm so old, what would happen, gambling was different back then. You bet on the horses, and then on the radio, you could get the stretch call. They'd go, let's go out to, Del Mar. And then they'd be like, they turn for home. Here's Trevor Denman. They turn for home, and here's Mub Hedge leading the way. And then you'd be like, oh, I got my winner.
There you go. Nice.
All right, Mindy, we're on in this one. One more here from the major leagues. We're getting down to the Sunday night game here with Astros and Browns.
The Astros and the Browns?
Hunter Brown going to the Dodgers and Tony Gonsolin here. In this one, Gonsolin down to $1.25, 8.5 under 20.
Oh, I feel like it should be a good one, Ramon. I think it's a nice, probably for me, the game of the day. So I don't mind it being on, here tonight. So I'm going to go ahead, though, and go under. I think it's going to be a big pitchers duel here. Both of these guys have ERAs sitting at, the low threes. Also, Gonsolin, 2.92 overall. Hunter Brown has a 50% K rate versus the Dodgers. So he likes to strike some guys out. I'm going to go under here.
I just feel like it's going to be a massive under. I just feel like it's going to be a, low scoring game in this one. Mindy, this is a Sunday nighter, right? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the rotations sheet, and it said 110. I knew it was a late game. So one thing that will happen in this game is I believe it might get long enough that the shadows will start to come into effect late in the game as well. Probably 7th, 8th, 9th inning maybe, when that sun starts to move behind there at Dodger Stadium. So that's also something to consider with this one. The shadows will move into effect right at the key part of the game. So I want to go under, though, in this one, Brown and Gonsolin. Dodgers have gone over in just one of their last 7 home games. Astros have gone under in 7 of the last 10 starts for Brown. So I will go under here, and we'll take a look at what the chat is up to with this game. Dodgers money line here for Fernando. Houston for Howard. Fernando will also go over, it looks like. And Ziggy's on the Astros run line. CTG will take the Astros here. Stephen Matthews is on the Dodgers on the run line. The mayor of Baltimore says, give me Houston. Tyrone says Astros run line. We're on the under, and that's Major League Baseball for Sunday, except for that.
Sunday.
So thanks for watching, and make sure you get over to the Tony'sPicks.com website right now and check out our All Cappers tab where you can purchase some of our own personal picks. And be sure to go ahead and use the promo code TonyT at checkout to save 20%. Okay, have fun. Watch another video. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.